Okay, so we're sitting here with John Sanchez, aka Goonie, and he came to me to build muscle and gain weight, which is a little bit different than most people that reach out to me because they want to lose weight and they want to get into the fasting. And so we gave Goonie a workout routine, but gave him a little bit different diet, and it was more about tracking macros and calories. But what has been the key to you being consistent and dedicated to the workout routine and to building muscle? Because over the last 5 months, you've actually put on quite a bit of muscle and you've been consistent with all of that stuff. So tell us a little bit about how you've been able to do that.
Well, I know I needed some lifestyle changes for sure, because I definitely wasn't as active as I once was when I was younger,
Uh-huh.
and like I am now. Um, Shoot, I used to like play basketball, baseball, ride quads all the time. So I was very active as a youngster. And then as I got older, I kind of like, went away from it. And I noticed like just my my pain, like I have a bad shoulder, so pain in my shoulder and neck and certain things that I just knew I needed to like work out some kinks and the rest. So I was like, man, I need to start getting active again. And I seen that you were doing what you're doing with the
Mhm.
fitness, and I was like, man, you've always been a good friend of mine, so I thought I'd reach out to you and just see how it went for me.
Oh yeah, and it's been going good too.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it, bro.
The thing that I love the most is like how you started at like 183, and then
Mm.
like 4.5 months later, you were like 4 or 5 pounds even lighter than that, but you look completely different. Like you have way more muscle on your body, even though you weighed less, you looked like you were heavier. The appearance
Mhm.
was just different. And then
Yeah,
now, obviously, we're starting to see you gain a little bit of weight and put even more muscle on. So it's exciting to watch for sure. You're at like, I would say you're at a point where most people want to be, like where they want to be at that point where they have abs and they're starting to gain even more muscle. So it's
right.
exciting for sure.
Okay.
With because your work schedule, let's go over that and how your work schedule is and kind of explain to people what that's like.
So I work 12-hour shifts at the mine in Hayden. So it kind of gets a little rough, at times. In the beginning, I was hitting a 4 a.m. workout every day.
Uh-huh.
And I knew I needed to do that though, because if I were like slacked off and was like, no, I'm gonna just do it later, I knew that was gonna get to me and I'd like probably push it off even more.
Yeah.
So I made sure I was strict on myself in the beginning, like, all right, get up and get this workout in. And once I started doing that, for a couple weeks, couple months, I knew it was like implemented into my life now. And
Ooh,
like
yeah.
this is what I really want to do this. So even if I missed the morning workout, I made sure I got it in when I got home from work. There's even times where I worked out at work in the beginning, bro. Like I
Mhm.
kind of went off somewhere and did a quick little body workout just to get it in, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I
With
just made sure I
that,
got it in. I still make sure as long as I get it in. There might be a day or something in the week that I miss, but for the most part, I make sure that I get it in. At least almost every day.
and so like hearing that, like you being that committed to taking care of it that early or even at work, you had to have had a different mindset. And I know we've talked about this before, but your approach to it was like this is more than just fitness, more than just getting a physical appearance, even though that's what we want.
Mm.
I know for you, it's always been more than that. And so if you could talk about like what has that been, like why has your mindset been that way versus like let's say more of like a wanting to just get the physical aspects of it or the vanity portion of it.
Yeah. Well, just man, the party lifestyle, drinking a lot. You know what I mean? Smoking, whatever it was, like that to me is starting to get very old because that's kind of like a lot of what I was doing. Especially like we went on strike back in what 2019. And once we went on strike, I found myself really drinking, and just kind of like self-sabotaging myself. You
Ooh,
know what I mean? Like just wasn't doing a lot of the right things. I was doing a lot of things my way that I thought was right and ended up running into some problems that I just like felt mentally wasn't like working for me. And I knew
mhm.
I needed to change, and I knew the mental aspect of it is big. And the mental and the physical fitness part, they go hand in hand.
And how has that been like a difference? So like how you felt before you started to how you feel now?
Oh man, I'm much happier. I could tell you that. I felt like a lot of depression, like stressed out all the time, anxiety, like nervousness, and just like I don't know what I was going through, man. A lot of mental fog for sure, and like just kind of wondering what the heck is going on with me, you know. And I knew I needed a change for sure. I knew I needed something, and especially when I see you doing what you're doing, you know, like that hit me real hard. And I'm like, I want to try this out and see what's up. And that's honestly one of the best decisions I've done so far because I feel a lot better right now, man. I feel much happier and I can move around a lot better. And, you know, I
Yeah.
feel a lot better.
So it's just like removing a lot of the things that were affecting you and then implementing a routine that was going to help you improve and develop you, over time.
Right.
And I'm glad to see it. I love the fact that you've been so consistent every time I see you on the app too, all your workouts that you hit, and then us working out together. Like it's grown our relationship, and you've inspired a lot of people too. Because I'll post, a picture of you from 5 months ago, and then I'll post a picture of you today, your transformation, and then I get 5 or 6 people reaching out to me wanting to, do the same things that you did. And I think having this podcast is huge because they're seeing the physical changes that are going on, and they're not seeing the mental and the improvements on that side. And so that's why I really wanted to talk to you and have like a longer form conversation more than just a post, because it gives people more of a background on what's going on and what's important, which is,
Mhm.
a lot of the mental stuff and a lot of the mindset stuff.
Definitely.
So what has been like some of the biggest challenges that you faced in, staying consistent, and what have you used to be able to keep yourself on track and not go back to your old habits?
Honestly, I've been getting closer to God lately, bro. Uh, I started reading the Bible. I downloaded that Hallow app a few months ago, and then to see it like on the Super Bowl and stuff, I was like, oh wow, I didn't know it was even gonna get that big, you know. So like I'm starting to, you know, just get closer to God, and I obviously that's first for me. I think,
uh,
you know, a lot of people you should definitely put God first in their life, and they'll see a big change definitely.
I
Because
love
that I
that.
mean, seeing like when you would put up scripts and stuff, uh, that right there made me like want to reach out even more than the physical part. But I did want to start working out for sure. But when I seen like a lot of stuff like that, man, it really it really hit me in a certain way to where I wanted to like, you know, reach out to you. And I know we have conversations sometimes, and you know those go really well. And I just feel like that right there, man, is what definitely has made a big change for the better for me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just you know, putting God first, and then you know, also just getting physically right. It just
Yeah,
it makes everything so much better for me.
for sure. And you've
Mhm.
and you've inspired me to even get closer to God too, because there's times where I find myself
I bet
like,
I was getting phone call.
oh, okay, are you good?
Yeah.
But I was saying how I find myself like questioning what I'm doing, and then I kind of like changed things up a little bit, and I got away from like posting on my stories the Bible verse, or maybe the rosary or something that I was doing, and I just get discouraged or I get off track. And then seeing you and having you to have conversations with about God, it just reminds me and it puts me back into that mindset. And so that's one thing that's huge, is like having a community or a group of people that have the same beliefs as you. You guys you guys are, it's like it's almost like it's keeping you on track. Or how am I trying to word it? It's like your environment and the people you surround yourself is very important, because if I start like going off track, I can say like it's a result of me hanging out or watching or consuming or being around the wrong people or the wrong things. But
Right.
since I
Right.
have you and I have other people in my community, it keeps me on track because everybody's aligned with the same values and the same beliefs. Like we want to get healthier, we want to be better for our kids, be better spouse or significant others to the people that are in our lives,
Oh
and
yeah.
then also be better for God. And I think
Definitely.
having, all of us together like that, I've not only been able to help people, but I've also grown too.
Right.
So that's what I love about this is like there's just it's not like superficial, you know, it's not just about the fitness. It's there's way more involved.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because everything else is like falling into place, man. And I like when we're in the gym, that's we have those conversations, and
Mhm.
it just makes the workout even that much better. And then whenever I leave, like I just feel so good that I had those conversations and that I did work out and like, you know what I mean? It's just I don't know, it's amazing, bro.
It is. It is. What is your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal, um, within the fitness or just within life?
Um, well, we could do both. Let's do within the fitness and then how it pertains to what's gonna how it's gonna get you to your ultimate goal in life.
Okay. Well, with the fitness part, I definitely want to get, pretty big. Right now I'm like, I want to say 180 to 183 maybe. And I
Hmm.
feel good, and I'm a little thinner, but I got muscle. I got muscle on me for sure. But I definitely want to put on more pounds and just bulk up, bulk up to about maybe 205.
Yeah,
Once I get there, I know I'm gonna see the big difference, like
yeah,
big time. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked to get up there, man, because I know, my dad works out. You see him, he's a big old dude. So like
yeah,
growing up, a lot of people used to hit me up like, why don't you work out? You could be big like your dad, you big like that. And I used to think, oh, well, that's his thing kind of thing. But fitness to me is for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are and how you live, whatever. Like anybody could work out and they're gonna see a big change in their life, um, health wise for sure. Um, yeah, just I'm looking forward to just bulking up, bro. That's
yeah.
kind of my main goal right now is just bulking up and sizing up for sure.
Putting on that muscle.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then my goal in life, I would say, is just be a better person. Of course, I want to be the best father I can be, the best right now boyfriend to my girlfriend. Just better all around person. That's what I want to be. Treat people good and do good things for people. Help others, and kind of like what you're doing, man. I really like how you really care about other people, and you're not just doing it for yourself. You're really like doing it to help a community, and I think that's awesome, bro. And I would love to do something very similar.
Yeah. Heck yeah. You will too. I see the conviction you have with what it's done for your life. And so I know like you're gonna have the same like a similar path for sure.
Right.
Um, what what difference have you seen in yourself with because I know you mentioned like your ultimate goal is to be a better father, be better for your girlfriend, be a better person. What difference have you seen in yourself in the last 5 months in like doing that?
My mood for sure. I feel like I'm not so negative, man. Like I remember back then I used to like, you know, kind of get upset with other people that were real negative. And then I found myself being the same way. You know what I mean? I found myself kind of like in a dark spot and just kind of angry all the time. And just, my mood for sure has changed. Definitely has changed in these past 5 months. And I'm more, I say I got more clarity. I'm very much more happy. Um, I got more energy. I got definitely got more energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of that for sure.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, well, that's pretty much all the questions that I have. Um, do you want to end on anything? Say like any any tips or mindset stuff that you want to add?
Um, I just, stay consistent. Anybody else that's willing to join and wanting to do this, stay consistent. Don't give up because I know it's easy to give up. It's very easy
Yeah.
to just stop doing it, and it is hard to stick with something, especially working out. A lot of people fall out real fast and just, stay consistent and don't give up within a week or two or even a month. Like you're going to see change within, a few months and just stay with it, stick with it. And I'm excited to see this community grow, man. Like I've seen a lot of people since when I started. there wasn't too many people. I want to say maybe 5 to 8 or something like that when we
Hmm.
started. And now, like, just seeing a lot more people wanting to join or just reaching out to you.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this grow as a community. I want to see a lot of big changes in different people, and I'm excited for all that.
One of the things that you said is that for people to stay consistent and stick with it over the weeks and over months. And one thing that I've noticed from you that you do over the last like 5 months or so is we've been close. Like we text or we message on the app or we work out together. And so staying closer to the people that have the same beliefs as you or that have your best interests in mind, and you're going to find yourself sticking with it a lot easier than if you were not removing yourself from the people that would promote your bad habits or you know so I feel like us getting together these last 5 months is no coincidence. It's a law of attraction because we're on the same mindset. We want the same things, and
Yeah,
so us sticking together and doing the same things has kept us consistent.
definitely.
And so if people are looking to join or you're wanting to get a part of something, the fact that we have a community, you're going to have people that are on the same path as you that you can go to, that you can reach out to, and then stay locked in, because
Hmm.
we're all doing the same things. So,
Yep. And we're all in it, together. We're all here to help each other out and push each other to just be better, to be a better you. You know what I mean? Be better within themselves. And I think, as long as people, reach out and stay committed, and like you said, just talk to each other within like the week, a few days, text each other, reach out to each other. Hey, how's it going? How is there something you're struggling with this week? Like find what's demotivating them, or what can
mhm.
we do to motivate you to keep it going?
Yeah.
That's big, because a lot of times I think people think they could do it on their own, and some people can, but I think sometimes you do need that little extra hand, or you need somebody to lift you up.
Hmm. Yep.
Sure. And I thank you for that, bro, because you've done that big time for me, bro. I appreciate our friendship, bro. Grateful
Yeah,
for you.
me too, dude. Same.
Yeah.
Um, okay, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and please like, subscribe, comment, and then DM me on Instagram, Vincent_Valdez_. If you want to join the program, and that's it. Done.
Right on.